Welcome students. Today we are going to discuss two problems which was asked in Code Vita contest 4. Start with the first problem. The problem name is collecting candies. I read the problem statement. Krishna loves candies a lot, so whenever he gets them, he stores them so that he can eat them later whenever he wants to. He has recently received n boxes of candies, each containing C suffix I candies, where C suffix I represents the total number of candies in the ith box. Krishna wants to store them in a single box. The only constraint is that he can choose any two boxes and their joint contents in an empty box only. Assume that there are infinite number of empty boxes available. At a time, he can pick up any two boxes for transferring, and if both the boxes say contain x and y number of candies respectively, then it takes him exactly x plus y seconds of time. As he is too eager to collect all of them, he has approached you to tell him the minimum time in which all the candies can be collected. So he is in a position to collect all the candies into one single box. He at a particular point of time he wishes to take two boxes, and the number of times to collect the candies are x plus y time. Okay. We are in a position to print the minimum time required in seconds for each of the test cases for each output on a new line. The input format is, the first line of input is the number of test cases. There is number of different kind of input, and each test case is comprised of two inputs. The first input of test case is a number of boxes in n, that is size of an array, and the second line of input n contains n integer delimited by the void space denoting the number of candies in each box. Test case ranging from 1 to 10, and elements in an array, that is size of an array ranging from 1 to 10,000, and candies number of candies values in an array ranging from 1 to 1,05,000, 1,09,000. Consider you have a input, number of test cases is 1 and size of an array is 4. When you give 4, it accesses 4 elements in an array. In this case, the values are 1, 2, 3, 4. For the input, the output should be 19. For 4 boxes, each containing 1, 2, 3, 4 candies respectively, adding 1 and 2. At each and every point of time, you have to take 2 boxes only. Adding 1 and 2, you get a new box, takes 3 seconds. And this resultant value is put into another box, and you are taking 3 and adding to 3. You are getting 6 seconds. Okay, already you have 3 seconds, now 6 seconds, total 9 seconds now. Then again adding 4 with 6, you get 10 seconds. Totally, if you add 10 plus 6 plus 3, you will get 19. Okay. For other input, number of test case is 1, and number of size of an array in size of array is 5. Values are 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. For this input, output should be 34. For 5 boxes, it is already available in sorted order. No? If it is in random order, it takes more amount of time to collect the candies in the array. So it should be in sorted order. Fortunately, the input are given in sorted order, but for passing all the test cases, you have to sort the element in ascending order to get minimum amount of time required to collect the candies. For this input, when you take 1 and 2, you will get, it takes 3 seconds to collect, and among 3 seconds, 3 boxes, you are taking another 3. It takes 6 seconds. Previously 3 seconds, now 6 seconds, and next one is 10 second. Finally, you will get 15 second. Accumulate 15, 10, 6, 3. You will get 34 seconds. Okay. For the purpose, just for implementing this, just include the header file. For include rather than including all the header files by typing it takes more amount of time, no? So just include this header file which consists all the header files with /stdc++.h. Okay, here I have compare function which accepts two void pointer. Okay, which is used to compare the values while performing sorting. For sorting purpose, I use inbuilt sorting method called qsort. Okay, while doing competition, that is while working with the competing environment, you are in a position to implement the functions like sort, finding the element. These things are the task which takes more amount of time. To get rid of that, use the library functions, which reduces the time, okay, in doing the code or implementing it. Okay, so while doing that is while attending competitions, use inbuilt sorting methods or other inbuilt methods to solve the problem. Okay, don't implement from scratch, it takes more amount of time. Okay, in C programming we have a qsort function which is very efficient method to arrange the element in ascending order. Okay, which accepts uh, four argument. One is starting address of the array that is to be started, and size of an array, and size of the each element in an array. And this is a comparator function. In what aspect you are going to compare the elements. Okay, so that is a function pointer. Okay, compare is a function pointer. I need to define a function for that. Okay, compare is a function which accepts two argument. Okay, and returns an integer. For example, for arranging the element in an array, you compare one element with the other element. That is why we are passing the two argument as an in a function compare, and the default type for argument are const void pointer. Okay, we can by using this const void we can compare integer, float, character, or string, or whatever it may be. So that is why we are using generic pointer here. Okay, uh, for example, if I wish to compare the array elements which is an integer, means I can convert into typecast into integer pointer. So for a typecasting purpose we are using int star here. Here left side I declare a variable star p1 pointer variable, which is integer pointer variable, which is used to convert the generic point to integer pointer. And also I declare another variable, and int star is used to convert the v2 variable void pointer variable into integer variable. Finally, I just compare two elements. Okay, for comparison purpose, just find the difference between the two values. If two values are equal, means it will return 0. If first value is greater, second value is less, means it will return positive value, otherwise it returns a negative value. Okay, this is a comparator. This function should be implemented before sorting the elements in an array. First, we are getting the type number of test cases by using scanf statement, and for each test cases I am getting the size of an array, and I get the array element like 1 2 3 4. Okay, for the purpose I use C variable, which is an array variable. I just declare maximum size, declare array with maximum size. Okay, and I have another array which is used to accumulate the seconds, number of how many seconds you require to collect the candies. Okay, for the purpose I use another array S. Now I arrange the element in sorted order by using the qsort function, which as I already told that it accepts four arguments. First one is a starting address of an array, which is to be typecasted into void star, which is that is generic pointer, and size of an array and size of each element in an array, and comparator function which is defined already. Okay, next after finding some, just print it. You can check whether it is sorted or not. Okay, for competition it is not needed, these functions are not needed. Okay, for printing task is not available in competition, so just hide that. for finding how many seconds needed to collect 2 boxes at a particular point of time, just find the sum and store into an array. Okay, and increment the counter. So I take 2 boxes and find the sum and store into an array. In a similar way, we can find the sum. After finding the sum, I just get the total number of seconds required to minimum number of times required to collect the candies into one box by using the another array. So array index starting from 1 and ending with k. Don't start with 0 because in 0th person it has some value which is coming, which is belonging to only one box. So starting from 1 and less and I less than I plus plus, we are accumulating the seconds. Finally, we satisfy the constraint. Okay, in this way we can solve this problem. It's very easy. Okay. Then there is another problem, football league table, which consists more amount of time in implementing. Okay, I read the problem statement. All major football leagues have big league tables. Whenever a new match is played, the league table is updated to show the current rankings based on the scores, goals for, and goals against. Given the results of a few matches among teams, write a program to print all the names of the teams in ascending order. That is, he is also relating to sorting concept only. We need to sort the team details in ascending order according to the points table. If there is a tie means, just print the data team detail according to the alphabetic order. For example, you have Germany and Italy. So two teams has same ranking means, just in alphabetic order G comes first when compared to I. So in points table, Germany comes before Italy. Okay, this way we need to identify the rank. That is, we need to print the rankings. Okay, according to the points table, as well as if there is a tie, just print in alphabetic order. Here they have mentioned the rules. A win result in 2 points. That is, a win result in 2 points, a draw results in 1 point, and a loss worth is 0 points. Win results in 2 points, and a draw results in 1 point, and the loss is worth 0 points. The team with the most goals in a match wins the match. Okay, goal difference is the calculated as the goals for and goals against. Difference between the goals for and goals against. Teams can play a maximum of 2 matches against each other, home and away matches respectively. The ranking is decided as follows. Team with maximum point is ranked as 1 and minimum point is placed as the last. Ties are broken as follows. Teams with the same points are ranked according to the goal difference. The goal difference is the same. The team with the higher goals for is ranked again. If goals for is same, the team should be at the same rank, but they should be printed in the case insensitive alphabetic according to the team names. More than 2 matches of same teams should be considered as the invalid input. More than 2 matches of the same teams should be considered as invalid input. A teams cannot play matches against itself. Hence, if team names are same for a given match, it should be considered as invalid input. Just print invalid input. Okay. Here input format. The first line of input will contain number of teams. Second line contains names of the teams delimited by a white space character. Third line contains the number of matches for which results are available. Next M lines contains a match information tuple T1, T2, S1, S2. T1 means team 1, T2 means team 2, S1 means score obtained by that is goal obtained by T1 and goal obtained by T2. Where tuple comprises of following information. T1 is the name of the first team, T2 is the name of the second team, S1 goals scored by the first team, S2 goals scored by the second team. Output format, team names the order of their rankings, one team per line, or print invalid input where appropriate. Okay. Constraints are n ranging from 1 to 10,000 as well as SN and S2. Okay. Example, consider 5 teams Spain, England, France, Italy, and Germany with the following fixtures. Match 1 Spain versus England 3-0. Spain gets 2 points and England gets 0 points. Match 2 England versus France. It is a tie. Okay, both scored same goals. England get 1 point and France get 1 point. Match 3 Spain versus France. France won the game since it got two goals. Now Spain gets 0 points and France gets 2 points. So your score table, which is stored in a memory, will be looking like this. Okay. So according to the input, Spain versus England. Okay. Spain won the game, so it got 2 points. England gets 0 points. Spain versus England. Spain versus England. It got 2 points already because it won the game, 1 game. And it scored 3 goals. So 3 goals is recorded. Okay. Again, Spain played with France, so it loses the game. So it didn't get points. Okay. So stays 2. Match play 2. It didn't goal anything. So 0. So 3 plus 0 will be 3. Goals against 2. It scored against England. So goals against 2. For example, in France, France got 2 goals, no? So against it will be recorded here. Okay. Goal difference is goals for minus goals against. That is 1. Okay. In a similar way, England goals for 3, goals against 4. So the goal difference is minus 3. 1 minus 4 minus 3. For France, goals for 3, goals against 1. The difference between 3 and 1, 2. Points is 3 because it 1 match is tie and France won 1 match. See here, 1 match is tie. France won in the 1 game. So it got 3 points. Just a mathematical game only. Italy and Germany never played the game, so just it is recorded as 0. So both guys same ranking. When there is a tie, just print the data in alphabetic order. Okay. For example, the number of first you have to get the number of teams, and the number of teams are inputted, and second one is number of match played, that is n, which is 3. You have to mention what are the team played. Spain, England, followed by goals scored by Spain, goals scored by England. Then next England, France, goals scored by England, goals scored by France, and Spain followed by France, goals scored by Spain, goals scored by France. The output should be France, Spain, England, Germany, Italy. The points table are there. Okay. First ranking, which the points, there is points which is earned by the country is most points earned by the country is France. So ranking in 1, and the second one is Spain. Third one is England. Fourth one in alphabetic order, Germany comes first, and fifth one is Italy. This is the output. Okay, we need to sort in ascending order. So I will tell how to sort in ascending order according to the points table. Okay. This is the logic. First, you have to create a data set to maintain the points table and read team names and read number of matches played. Then read team names and goal status. Finally, update this data in the points table. Next one, sort based on the points and in the points table. If tie happens, sort based on the alphabetical order. Okay. I just mention the implementation. This is header file inclusion. Okay. Use build/std++ for including all the header files that is correspond to C programming. Next, we need to create a data structure for maintaining the points table. No, we have several fields in the points table: team name, match played, goal for, goals against, goal difference, points, and ranking. So here we have a set of teams. Okay, if user gives a number of teams as 5 means you have to create an array which consists of all the details like team name, match played, goals for, goals against, goals different, points table, and ranking. For the purpose, I have created data structure for maintain the name, match played, goals for, goals against, goal difference, points, and ranking. And I maintain a pointer, okay, which points to the starting address of the table, points table. Okay, when user gives a number of teams as 5 means you can dynamically allocate by using ML function, okay, which is included in the next section. Okay, before that I need to mention the comparator function because I need to sort the points table according to the ranking. So I need to use sort function. Sort function, inbuilt sort function makes use of comparator. Okay, here comparator accepts 2 argument. Okay, here I take first argument and convert it into table because I pass the structure as an object. Okay, for the team values as an object. Okay, v1 means for team 1, v2 means for team 2, and you just compare the points values. If point value p1 of point value less than p2 by point value, less than means just return the plus value, else p1 of p value points value and greater than p2 of dot value is compared. If it is greater, just return -1. Otherwise, there is a tie. If there is a tie, means just compare the strings. It is first team name and second team name. So if it's a tie, means just compare with this. Okay, based on the comparison, if which team comes in alphabetical order first. For example, when compared to Germany and Italy, Germany comes first. There is a tie in points table. Germany comes first. So for the purpose, I just use string comparison here. Okay, it's a little bit tricky. Okay, you need to practice more for implementing this comparator function. For example, first I just get a number of teams by using scanf statement and allocating the memory for a structure. The structure table is created before. See here, I have created before. This is new data structure, which is based on data structure concept. This problem is actually fully based on data structure concept. Here, in MLF function, I need to specify the number of teams into size of the memory, size of the structure, and it returns generic pointer no, which should be converted into table format, structure table format. It is a football league format. So I use typecasting here. So it returns the starting address of the structure, that is structure that in which you are storing the data. Next, just get the team name and set the goals for and goals against, goals difference, and other details to 0. Okay. Next, get number of matches played by using scanf statement. Here, for example, if user gives number of match played 3 means this while loop runs 3 times. In this situation, I get team 1, team 2 name and scores obtained by team 1 and scores obtained by T2. This is inputted by using scanf statement. Initially, I set flag 1 equal to -1, flag 2 equal to -1. First, I compare the points table. Okay. First, I get T1. No, this T1 is compared with the points table values. See, if it's equal to 0 means I just check points table is updated. Points table is not updated means it will set as -1. If it is updated means it will be set as a positive value here. Okay. First, I just set the goals for which is inputted and set to already. And I set to reset the flag value and goals against value, which is retrieved from S2, which is set. It's accumulated by using plus symbol, which is equal to mighty of I dot GA equal to mighty of I GA plus 2 S2. Okay. Then match played will be accumulated, will be incremented by 1. So in a similar way, team 2 also just update. Okay, same thing. Here I just set S2 and S1. Match played will be incremented by 1 and set the FT of Y. So I just update the points table. No, I have updated game goals for goals against and match played. I didn't update goals difference. No, that should be true. It should be done by using the this statement. Before that, I need to update the points table. No, for the post, I just check f1 greater than 0. So if it is updated, mean f1 will be flag 1 will be greater than 0. F2 is another flag which is mean for team 2. If team 2 details is updated, means it will be greater than or equal to 0. Now check first to S1 value points which is obtained, that is scores obtained by S1 greater than S2. If S1 is greater than S2, means just set the points value, just increment the points value by 2 for the team 1. Otherwise, update the points table by team 2. If there is a tie, just set all the points, award all points to team 1 as well as team 2. Okay. If points tables are updated, immediately give break. Okay, for getting the other team details. Okay, this should be important. Okay. Next, only thing we didn't update is goals difference. Goals is updated by using my goals played, goals for minus goals against. That is updated. After that, apply the sorting method in terms of points table. Okay. So if the particular team points more, means that will be come as a front. So you need to sort in terms of descending order. So for the purpose only, I use qset function. We can apply descending order, ascending order. Okay, comparator function I have mentioned less than symbol, which is used to sort in descending order. Greater than symbol means it should be used to sort in ascending order. Please understand, we have used less than symbol to sort in descending order in terms of points, that is and. Now after that is after finding the goals difference, I just apply the qset function. Here mention the starting address of the structure and the number of teams as another argument, the size of an array and the size of the each structure and the comparator function, which is defined already. Then just print the points table, finally return it. Okay, that's all. I show this demo for this. Okay. We have opened the function. Here data structure creation, comparator function. Here I got the input and updating the points table. Then I'm applying sorting here in terms of descending order, sorting. Finally, printing the points table. We take the example. And the application. Spain 5. Mention simply Spain, England, France, Italy, Germany. Okay, you can give full name. It takes more amount of time. That is why I'm giving like this. 3 is a number of teams, right? Mention Spain, England, then 3 is goals against, and England, France, there is a tie, and Spain, France 0. This is the points table. Okay, I will get like data like this. Okay. Output expected output like this only. So I just printed the points table. Just avoid this. Just print the data itself. See here. France, Spain, England, Germany. I know. This data you want, then just ignore this. Don't print this. Okay, just check it for the data. That is why I got printed here. In this way, we can solve this problem. It's a little bit tricky. It kills your time. It takes more amount of time to solve the problem. But it is easy only. Okay. We will meet in the next class. Thank you.